Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Tactics Ogre Reborn guide. So I am going to actually do a couple of training battles just to show you. So as of right now, our union level is level 5, meaning that our characters can max out or cap out at level 5. Obviously Denim level 3 with a couple of the recruits, and then everybody else is level 1. So before heading on to Tillamoth Hill, which is an actual plot or storyline battle, I'm going to do a couple of training rounds here. So let's head on in. So it says, win with a Rune Fencer or Valkyrie in the battle party. Generally, there's always going to be these, the terms of victory. Will show you the little bonus objectives. So we'll get a little bit of more bonus experience. So let's just put Denim in here. The guest characters can't join you for these training battles. Maybe that's obvious. But I'll put you in the back. Put our other cleric in the back. Put our mages here. How many? We've got 8 slots. Do I even have enough characters? Yeah, looks like I've got just enough on that. Oops. I don't think my other wizard has anything equipped, does he? He doesn't. Well, I'm gonna have to give him Vulcan Lance just so that he actually has something. So I can give him a sticker. Give him some gloves and some slops. Yeah, I guess I could give my my mages some bucklers as well. Although I don't know, that might just, it's gonna slow him down a little bit. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with that. All right, let's. Oh, I am over now. Okay, well, never mind. Merlin's getting the kick. It's gonna be mostly ladies. It's ladies' night, so let's do this. I actually really like the Elmorca Castle. I don't know, whatever it is about this setup that I just really like. Training here specifically, I guess was what I'm trying to say. Not all of the training areas are set up that in a way that I really like much. So we'll just move everybody up here. I may mess around a little bit with AI a little bit later, but generally I've been trying to actually control the characters myself manually. I think a lot of times the AI doesn't control the characters very well, but sometimes you can get away with it, and it's also sometimes nice because that way you don't have to, you can kind of just sit back and let the AI do its thing. Because I'll be honest, I think sometimes the battles can get to be a little tedious, but let's try 16%. That's so bad. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do much as far as status effects for a little while because these characters are too low to have the concentration ability, or at least, yeah, most of them. I think they're level 3. My level 3 caster might be, but just what everybody else doesn't have it yet. So, and without concentration, the status effects are just not going to land. I mean, I guess 15%, but I don't think that's really even worth trying. Try to stick Denim up here in the front so that he attracts some fire there. We'll see how that really plays out. And then since also the characters don't have meditate yet, we're not going to really be able to generate a whole lot of MP. Try to body block a little bit as well. 50 damage. We'll try to focus this guy down as fast as we can here. I really do like the Rune Knights. They've got some pretty good flexibility. They can heal, they can nuke, they can do really decent physical damage as well, especially with the spears. I actually really like the spears. Still like daggers and bows better, but the spears are pretty good. Keep healing up Also, every time you cast with your mages, they can actually get weapon skill upgrades as well. So even just having you know, a spell to cast is actually going to bring her ability with daggers up a little bit as well. So let's just see. Right now, she's, you know, up here at... Okay, well, she's capped out, actually, honestly, right now, because she's still level 1. So unfortunately, she won't be able to get any weapon skills until her actual character, like, level raises as well. So, move her back. So yeah, so we won't be seeing any weapon raises probably until we might get it at the end of the battle, because they'll most likely actually be, you know, they'll get their character levels. The knights really actually don't do much for damage, but they're annoying. Especially if they've got Rampart Flora and you want to try to, you know, get around them. Let's see. Alright, so down on the bottom, if you see, it's Denham's turn right now, and then it's my character Kika. And then their Rune Mage is going to act, then their Berserker, then their Warrior. And honestly, I don't really want to have all those characters acting back to back. So I'm actually going to heal up my character, and I'm actually going to body block for her as well. That's kind of one of the things with, you know, attempting to do no incapacitations is you got to be really defensive, which can also get pretty tedious at times. But I also don't think I don't have Chariot yet, so I can't like rewind turns. So you know, I have to be especially careful then. 50 damage. Oh yeah, 32 on him. Let's just get this. And there's the spears for you. Apparently her spear can, or I can counterattack with that spear. And it's not always the case that your character can counter, but I guess in this case it is. So I think I'm just going to do the same thing here. I'm going to body block for this character right here. I'm just a little worried that, yeah, that knight is going to try to sneak around, but she did go after my mage anyway, so. So 31. Not much reason to, and that's just going to eat up more, it's going to make her recovery time worse. Berserkers can be a little bit brutal. They don't have the greatest physical defense, but they can actually put out some good damage a little bit later. This guy probably isn't going to be able to do much, but yeah, eventually they'll get pretty decent. One of the things also that you can do here, so I can't cast this spell right now on him because he's actually too close, but actually I could target this guy over here, and if I cast now it's going to still hit him, so that's what I'm going to do. It's kind of one of those cheesy little things that you can do to get around, you know, positioning issues. And that works because like Dead Shot is like a projectile type spell, if that makes sense. Oops, that was my own character. I'm gonna do this. That's what happens when I'm using all these generics, right? Sometimes I get confused. Just nuking my own people. It's the same deal here. Actually, if I target my own character back here, I'll actually just hit their Berserker, so I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to move her back, actually. Down. Let's see here. can probably take this guy out. So if you notice there, he did like 87 damage, and then there was another 10 above that, and the 10 was the extra damage from instilled lightning. Alright. It's going pretty good though so far. Again, though, a lot of times this can get a little tedious, but it's more about, and especially it's more because I'm trying to do no incapacitations. If you're just kind of, you know, I don't know, being like super aggressive, you can probably get the battle done a little bit more quickly, but you know, somebody will probably die in the process. But again, if you don't really care about it, there's a title for no incapacitations. But yeah, you're honestly really your choice if that's what you want to do. I'll do a little bit more damage with that. Should have probably taken her out. Well, I don't know, because she's actually able to do quite a bit of damage with that spear. Probably part of it is positioning as well. I could avoid, you know, taking a hit on two different characters if I would move my characters apart a little bit better. So instead of going here, for instance, I could just end my turn here, and then there's no opportunity to basically hit both. Bites the dust. Alright. Who's a little dicey? Do. Warrior's doing pretty good damage right now. Actually kind of surprised that my healers haven't run out of mana. They're not really generating much, but yeah, they've been able to keep going the whole time. This the basic heal spell is pretty cheap. I think it's only 15 mana. So as long as you're so there's a couple of different ways to generate mana. One is items, which I don't have. I don't think I've got any of those yet. Certainly haven't been using any, but the other way is actually, like, I think you'll generate a little bit whenever you deal damage, but another one is actually taking damage as well, so your characters will just be generating a little here and there simply by taking hits from enemies or even your own allies. Alright, there it is. First battle. Training battle, that is. No incapacitation. Also, I should say, unfortunately, in training, none of your characters, or the enemy characters won't drop anything, so you won't actually be able to generate any cash out of here, unfortunately, but good for, leveling up. There you have it, everybody's hitting at least level 3. Denim hit 4, Gila hit 4. Also, maybe the one thing to keep in mind is that your characters will get, like, basically gain base stats based on whatever their class is. I don't think it's entirely relevant at this point because there just isn't really much as far as options anyway. So, like, Denim is really going to be forced into, like, leveling as a rune fencer. Well, for me anyway. At least with a rune fencer, he'll get a little bit of like decent growth across the board, whereas if you were to, like, level as a warrior, for instance, he has warriors have pretty bad growth other than in HP. So if you were, like, really want to stack HP or something, you can do that. But I'm actually pretty happy with rune fencer growth. And the rest of these, are generics, and at some point I'll be rotating out generics for actual like storyline characters anyway. So I don't really care that much about, their growth, whereas the non-generic characters I may do a little bit more work on, I guess leveling them as different things. So, alright, well, anyways, I think I'm gonna do one more training battle. I actually really want to hit level 5 on all of the characters before I move on to Tinnamoth Hill. Really, that's kind of generally the way I'm going to do this, is I'm going to try to cap out everybody's level before moving on to the next storyline battle. It'll just make it a little bit easier. Yeah, anyways, I'll do that, and I'll pick this back up. Actually, I may just end this one here. Yeah, I think I'll just end this one here, and I'll make the Tinnamoth battle its own. So, as always, hope the guide was helpful, and thanks for watching.